So we back with a quick video. So it's already taped, so by now you should already know. It looked kind of crazy with the different tape. That's because I kind of cut it up. It's like spaced out because of the design that I'm doing. So I'm going to try something different. I never used the bag, and I want to use the bag. But before we get into that part, people been asking me how I press my mug and my mug press. So one, you should already been past how to wrap your image. So if you're doing a full wrap, you will do your full wrap, and you know when you wrap it around, you want to give it a real. You want to take your hand and rub across, and so it'll be nice and tight, and then you will put the tape down the line. And if to keep from getting that string, the how I don't get the like that screen down like my mug that a lot of people get, I kind of like overlap it a little bit, but the color gotta kind of blend like that same color. That's how I do mine. Everybody does this different, so hey, it works for me. You seen my mugs, my tumblers and mugs. So yeah, so you wanna do this. You will do a take your hand and you will press. If you can get you a stand, that's even better. You can put it down and then whatever. But for those that don't, be being real, you're gonna get it and you're gonna smooth it, pull it as tight as you can, and then when you get it tight where it's connected, then you're gonna. What I do, I put a piece of tape to come down. Well, you're gonna put a piece to hold it tight, and then once you get it, you know, kind of tight. Put a piece to come down, and then just come across. Go back and watch my previous video if you're not following me. And then you want to tape it, and then when I tape, you want to tape around the top part, and you want to tape around the bottom part. I'm gonna get to this part right here. Matter of fact, let me just take this part off so you can see what I'm talking while I have this there. So that's my my paper for the bottom of my mug. So as you see, so when I tape it around, you see it's in here. So you're gonna take your hand, push up and down. You push it up, so that means you have no air, and you're gonna push it down in there. Push it, and you're gonna do that all the way around. And then what I do, once I get it all the way around, I take my mug on the hard surface and I push it down, and I give it a twist, so that way I know it's nice and tight. And you're gonna do the same thing for the bottom. So with me, why I picked this is my parchment paper, because I'm using the Cricut Easy Press. And we all know, as y'all can see, for those who don't, it has a metal plate at the bottom. It has the metal plate at the bottom. You see that metal plate right there? So that metal plate gets hot. And on here, I put my mug all the way down so it touch it. A lot of people don't. A lot of people take their mug, and you see here they keep it up maybe maybe an inch, a couple of inches from the press, and then they stop it so it doesn't touch there. Because what happened is, people always say it's because of the heat, but it's not that. The heat doesn't go that far down. It does, trust me. But what happened is here, it will like scrape like the bottom. I don't know, for some reason, even though it's metal, I don't know, is it because of the spray, whatever they use, it will like scratch up. So that's why I do that. Because I always put mine down at the bottom. Another thing is, guys, another thing you can do if you're not gonna do this. Another thing is, you can get you off of Amazon, or you probably get it from any craft store or something, coffee shop. Get you a metal stir, or sometimes I'll use my metal straw. And you could use a butter knife, a metal butter knife. Got to be metal, because remember, this is metal. Like, so what you can do, say this is it. So when you're doing this part, so remember, you're gonna you pressing it this side, and when it's time to flip it, remember, you have to flip it this way. So remember, this is a hole, and that's a hole there. So you don't want it to go over that hole, because you want this part to get pressed. So now if it go all the way down through the hole, it's not. So if you get the metal stir, or like I said, you can use your metal butter knife or thing, and you will put that there, and you see it stops it from going all the way down. So it'll actually keep it like right there on top of the tin plate. So that you definitely want to do. And when we get to that part, you will see what I'm talking about, because I will do it. But I use my my metal straw. So guys, I never used this before, and I want to try it. I'm kind of like skeptical. I don't know, but the reason why I want to use it on this design is for the simple fact is because of the design that I made. The design that I made is it's a lot of different pieces. It's a lot of different pieces, guys. It's a lot. I promise you guys, it's a lot. And the thing is, you know what? I'm going to put this on after. I'm going to take this off, and we're going to come back, and I'll put this back on after. And guys, I use the silicone mat. I bought it off of Amazon. It was 2 mats that came. I bought it for when I do my sterling tumblers with the prop seat, the resin and the prop seat. So I had bought the silicone. Well, that's what I use, the silicone mat. See, this is gold. I use this to cover this. But because of this, we're going to do this. This is the silicone mat that I have. I probably could cut it, but I don't want to cut it because I'm going to use it. So I just take it and just fold it. And this is what I use, like to give it my nice tight fit. This is what I use to get my tight fit. But I have seen, and I don't know, I want to try it, and I might try it. I don't think I'm going to try it tonight, but we're going to try another video. I have seen where someone, they said, it doesn't have to be a tight fit. You just need the heat. And I seen someone actually did they tumbler, 20-inch tumbler, without it being tight. This is just the heat, and it came out perfect. I don't know. I'm not ready to experiment on that yet, so I don't know. So I'm going to do this, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so here I just wanted to do this over voice because it was extremely loud and I didn't want all that noise in your ear. This is my first time ever doing this shrink wrap. I really, personally, my honest opinion, I think it is good when you're doing images, especially the type of image I did, which was like cut up in thousands of pieces. So it keeps it all together, so that's perfect. But the end result, when it's time to peel it off, it's extremely hard. Now I understand why people do it over the garbage can. But you have to be careful with the heat gun because you could burn it. All right, guys. So normally what you would do, this is where everybody's getting confusing at. So what you would do is you'll get your marker so you can mark it, so you know where you started from and where to turn it. So Most people do, I guess, from when people first started doing it with the Cricut mug, they would do, put it in, okay, you put your mug in, right? And you would do 1 minute, this, and then after that 1 minute is up, they would take it and turn it 1 minute, then they would take it and turn it 1 minute, and then they take it and turn it 1 minute. So they will press all four sides for 1 minute, all four sides for 1 minute. So that's what they would do. Press the four sides for 1 minute. And then after they do that, you take it, you flip it up, and you repeat the same process. This side, 4 minutes. 1 minute. Turn it again, 1 minute. Then they would take it and turn it again, 1 minute. Take it and turn it 1 minute. Now, when I first started doing it, I did do that. I was doing that. But then I noticed when Designer Space and Cricut, they did their last, not the last update, but the previous update before the last one, I noticed different. So when I was pressing my mug, normally, like, because it's set for a mug, so the way the light is, once it goes in, it comes on and it go. So I notice now when I put my mug in, like, it still stay lit up, like the lights go up, but it will beep. It will stay, and it will beep up to 2 for the 2 full minutes. So that's what I do. So now what I do is I will take it and I will put it in and I will press it. I always do like where my I would do like where my seam is gonna be. So I would take that and I would press it. I would start that from the back, and I would let it stay for 2 full minutes. And then when it's done, I would take it and flip it, turn it all the way around, and then I would just let it press for another 2 minutes. So that give me a total 4 minutes. And then I would take it and flip it and do and do it that way. So I don't do the 1 minute, then the 1 minute, then the 1 minute, then the 1 minute. I don't do that no more. So it's up to you, but that's the normal. You'll see a lot of from the old videos, if you pay attention, all the old videos that's like a year, 2 years back, whatever. That's what you'll notice. They do 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Now, so like I said, I noticed they did an update, so I'm not gonna do that. So here, I'm gonna put my silicone mat in. Like I said, the girl, she really didn't do it, and she did make sense. She said long as the heat was there, it didn't have to be tight because the heat is there. So you know what? I'm gonna try that without the silicone. We're gonna see it. Fuck it. We just gonna do it. So we're gonna do it for 2 minutes. And I'm actually going to set my timer anyway for the 2 minutes, just to be on the safe side. And yeah, we're going to see how it works. Don't forget, guys, that you might see a little smoke. What I like about this, it doesn't get hot. It's not hot. It don't get hot compared to the other mug press. So if you got little kids, this is perfect. If you doing like big business, then of course you're gonna need probably you're gonna need more. But if you at a nice like level, I would say the rock with the mug press, especially you got like little kids around you, because it doesn't get hot. So it's like warm. It's not hot. It's like warm. So that way, if they bump into it or whatever it might be, they won't burn themselves. So that's what I like about it. And what I was saying, you get you a pen, and when you get your pen, you would like see how you put it in. You will mark it, take your pen and or pencil, and you put your line in. So when you flip it, you'll know where. Because you want to definitely get an even thing. But you could kind of like with the 20 ounce, you could kind of it kind of like evens out, so you're good to go. I'm waiting to see. I'm trying to see. It really not gonna. I guess not. So here. And now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna bring it this way. You can kind of see it do the thing. So while we waiting, let's talk. So we doing this now. I didn't put the silicone in it to make it tight. I just want to see, because I've seen so many videos and your girl always love to experiment. Try to get things, try to see how things work. I'm still waiting on my heat gloves. So don't forget, feel free to give me some heat gloves. So this is where I tell you where the butter knife gonna come in handy at. So get you a like I said, the flat stir that you mix the metal one, or you can use your I normally use my told you I normally use my metal straw, but these are better because it's more flatter. You see? So I'm gonna flip it. It's hot. You can see the design coming through. You can see it. So I'm going, okay, I see my line here. So remember what I told you. So yeah, so let's, like I said, we're going to continue. Like I said, this is an experiment. I didn't put the silicone in because it's not tight. I don't know how it's going to come out. This is my first time even using the wrap. So I really don't know. You see how my lights are back there? They all on. Normally they don't be on, as I was telling you. It's kind of weird, right? It went all the way to the last light. Normally, when you're doing it, especially when you're doing the woman, and I think it has something to do with the metal touching the thing. I don't know. But you see the lights is all the way on. I don't know if y'all can see that at the top. You see? Can y'all see that? They're blinking. So normally when that last one blinks, that's when your alarm, it blinks, let you know. You see? 2 minutes. Normally, and my thing just stopped at 2 minutes. So we're going to take that. So the top is still hot. Oh no. I don't see. This is why I don't use while I don't use this. I seen somebody else use this in there and I said, you know what? Let me do it. I'm gonna take it and put it on the bottom. See it? It's coming through. But so yeah, so this is part of the design that I did. The Chanel personal use, guys, personal use, and I made the little things. Yeah, personal use. So anyway, as you see, like I said, it's super easy to do it inside the Cricut machine. Now remember, a lot of they always tell you once you do, because it's not made for this, so sometimes they say it can break it. It may not break it, but you won't be, after within your warranty of Cricut, and say God forbid that it does go out. They say Cricut will not replace it, so keep that in mind. You have to keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that at the same time, the warranty, what, lasts maybe anywhere, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's a year. Probably, and normally like warranties from appliances and stuff, what, give you, what, 6 months, 8 months, maybe a year? If not, I don't know. So another thing that I would recommend to do is get, if you can get, like, if you get it from a store. I don't know if Cricut does it with this, but say you go to the store or something and you can get the warranty with it, like extra, not warranty, protection. I will recommend you do that. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But guys, y'all let me know any comments, anything that I missed. Like I said, this is a new process. I'm doing it. This is different. I wanted to try it with the string wrap. I wanted to try it with the string wrap. I wanted to try it without putting the silicone in and making it tight, because everybody always say it has to be tight. It has to be tight. We don't know that, do we? You know, that's what everybody say. Oh, it has to be tight. It has to be tight. Do it really have to be tight? That's something we don't know. I just feel like right here needs a little more press. So that's something we don't know, right? They say that, what do they say? That it's supposed to be tight. We don't know that. We just going off of, because when you put in the mug, because remember this is made for a regular mug, so yeah, it's made to fit like those mugs, so the ceramic mugs. So we don't know. So we just going by when people was first started, like testing out doing tumblers and things like that in the press. So yes, of course they were saying, oh, it has to be tight because it's made for a mug. It doesn't fit tight, blah blah blah. So yeah, so that's why they was like, oh, you gotta make it tight. If it's not tight, it's not gonna press. And then when I watched the lady, it made sense. It's like it don't have to be tight. You just have to make sure the heat is, you know, getting to it. Because think about it, when you put it inside, when you put your mug or your tumbler inside the convenient oven or things like that, right? It's not okay, so I'm just gonna let it cool off, and then we're gonna unwrap it. So think about it, when you put your mugs and tumblers inside the convenient oven, you're not putting nothing in there to make it tight. You just gotta make sure your image, your design is on there tight. That's it. Remember, you take it and you put it in there, and then you whatever. Then you turn it. Then you turn it. Whatever. Then you turn it. That's it. We're gonna turn that off. Okay, guys. So we turned it off, and now I let it cool off a little bit, and now I'm taking off the shrink wrap paper. It's extremely hard, so I advise you, if you use it, do it over a garbage can, so that way As you taking it off, all the peelings and droppings will fall into the garbage can. Easy cleanup. All right, here we go. This is the end result of the tumbler. Guys, tell me how you like it. I think it came out once again beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this is just something that I put together. That's why I decided to get and use the shrink wrap, and I just put it together because it was so many different pieces that was cut that I had to tape, and it came out beautiful. You'll leave your comments down below. Let me know what y'all think of it. Me myself, like I said, I think it actually came out beautiful. I would love to hear what y'all think. Was it anything else different could have been done to it? I will tell y'all that you probably won't be able to see it unless I point it out to you. When I lapped it, I did overlap one part, but you won't tell. Thanks for watching, guys.